Ladies and gentlemen, it's another game week in the Premier League, and this is game week 26 of the Premier League. And in this game week, we have lots of matches coming up in this game week. We have Man United playing against Everton. We also have Manchester City against Liverpool in this game week of the Premiership as well. We have Arsenal against West Ham, which is a London derby to be precise as well, among other fixtures across other teams in the Premiership. So I'd like us to look at some of these matches and what to expect in this fixture. I'll start by looking at the Man United against the Everton match, and notwithstanding or taking anything away from this Everton team, you can see their run of performance in the last 3 to 4 matches. You can see that they have been obtaining results since David Moyes took over in recent times. And you can see the performance in the Merseyside derby against the Liverpool side. Likewise, other matches before then, they have won about 2 or 3 matches before the Merseyside derby, and they have continued with this form of run. Unlike the Man United team that have been struggling since inception, even from the previous season, they have been struggling. Ten Hag has came and he has left. Now we have a Amorim in charge, and they are still struggling. Looking at the interview granted by Rafael Varane, I feel from what I get from this interview, it's as if this United problem is far from being over, because this seems to be an internal issue in terms of board management and the team players as well. That is to say that the United team is currently in shambles. They need to fix the house together in order for them to start obtaining results. So, looking at this United team coming into this match against Everton right there at the Goodson Park, I don't expect the United team to obtain anything at the end of 90 minutes. Looking at the match over the weekend against Spurs, they also lost the match against Spurs as well. So I don't see any different from that in looking at this particular match encounter against Everton. I feel that Everton, in terms of form, stand a better chance against this United team that has been struggling in terms of uh, converting chances and obtaining results at the end of every match over the weekend. Though, and looking at other fixtures like the Arsenal match against West Ham, which is a London derby, and you know what they say about derby. When derby comes around, form comes around. So I don't expect anything less from the Arsenal team, though. Notwithstanding, the West Ham team have been struggling from the onset of the season up to this particular hour. They have been struggling in terms of obtaining results in the Premiership. But looking at the Arsenal team and their challenge for the title is Liverpool recently dropped a point against Aston Villa earlier on Wednesday when the Champions League was going on. They ended the match in a 2-2 draw. So Arsenal winning this match against West Ham will give them a boost in competing for the Premiership title, thereby reducing the point difference between them and Liverpool to about 5 point difference. By winning this match against West Ham, this will be Arsenal's 16 game unbeaten streak in the Premier League so far. Notwithstanding the injury crisis in the Arsenal setup as well, we can see that uh, Arteta has found a way to introduce Mikel Merino to actually obtain a result. Looking at the match against Leicester City, who have actually lost 6 home games straight in the Premiership back to back. So I feel that if the Arsenal team is being set up properly against this West Ham team that is actually struggling, they can obtain a good result at the end of 90 minutes. And looking at the big match of the weekend as well, the big match of the weekend is between Manchester City and the Liverpool team as well. And looking at this match, you don't expect anything less from the Liverpool team because they are actually competing for the Premiership title, unlike the City team which has been actually struggling from the onset of the season. Though you can see how they have been struggling in terms of run of form or winning matches. They have been finding it difficult. You can see the last match against the Real Madrid team right there at the Santiago Bernabeu. They struggled. They couldn't even create anything in that match, and they lost woefully. Now, looking at the match against this Liverpool side, who is not also, I can't say that this Liverpool team is actually balanced at the moment, because I looked at their last two matches and how they went about obtaining results. They were struggling in terms of obtaining results against Everton, against Aston Villa. You can see their performance. I will always say this, that what always make this kind of game actually stand out has to do with the individual brilliance of your players and how good they are in terms of finishing. So this factor has to come to play. They have a Musala in the Liverpool lineup who has always been there giving them a result every match, in and out of every match. He has always been there scoring. Also have another outstanding player in the in the Liverpool lineup rather, in the person of Trent Alexander-Arnold, who always turn up and obtain results as well. Looking at the City side, we were expecting to see KDB, likewise Erling Haaland in this match encounter, thereby giving the City side a boost and a chance to fight for the point in this match. Though